What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to OzSide Football, your number one football destination with an Australian twist. We're back. Harry is a European Cup better. There it is. Forza Italian. That's it. How are you, mate?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm bloody fantastic. Another week in lockdown. Another week with doing nothing but watching the Euros, which is over now, and I'm very sad.
Yeah. What a tournament.
What a tournament. What a final. What a tournament, and what a way to end it.
Yeah, it was unreal.
So we're gonna go through the tournament. We're gonna go through the final, of course. We're gonna do a big discussion talking about that final game. We'll do an overall review of the tournament, and then we'll talk about some other key points as well. But let's start off. Let's do it. Let's just get straight into it. Let's talk about that tournament. And let's talk about that final. Yeah.
I will say before we talk about the final, I will hear no Saka, Sancho, or Rashford slander at all.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
At all. I will not hear any of it. Saka is the star boy for my beautiful Gunners. Here's our only hope. Here's the reason I wake up some Sunday mornings and actually watch Arsenal all the way from Australia. And Rashford and Sancho, I will hear no slander. They are ballers. We all know what Rashford did last lockdown, so...
Exactly.
At the end of the day, I'll hear no slander for them. There's a reason why players like Sterling helped them get to the final. Saka helped them against Czech Republic. So without them, you arguably don't make a final. And that penalty shootout was nuts. But in terms of the game, fuck, England come out nuts, man. I remember being awake. I was like, well, I was watching. I was like, am I actually it takes a second to be like, oh, it's actually real. They've actually scored in the second minute.
Yeah,
Because the way football is nowadays, at least over the past 5-10 years, is a lot of teams are very conservative in a final, and we don't really see people coming out of the gates. But England come flying out, and then around the 20th minute mark, Italy just kept holding off, and around 20th minute mark, Jorginho started to get his feet on the ball, and Italy started.
And then that's when it sort of changed, and. Yeah. I don't know, man. When that Luke Shaw goal went in, I was just like, "What the fuck?" It's second minute.
It was a good. It was a dead set. That was a great goal.
Good finish. Good finish for a left back.
Yeah, but the Trippier cross was beautiful to spot. But yeah, the goal, the strike was good, and they played well, but they failed to adjust. Southgate failed to adjust, I believe.
Yeah, it was one of those things where I didn't understand why they were going for penalties. Why hold off and go for penalties? Look what you have.
Yeah. Why go?
Look what you have on the bench.
Yeah, I agree.
It was so pragmatic and so defensive. It didn't need to happen. Why would you go for pens? Why would you want that? Penalties are a lottery.
Yeah, they are a lottery in a sense, but in another sense, you're versing Italy, who are arguably the best penalty takers in the world. When you look at some of the players that stepped up,
and they've done penalties. Penalties have gotten them here. So why are you going to penalties? I don't understand. Yeah,
but I don't know. The game was good. Chiro, I'll say there was one player from each team I thought had shit games. I thought Mason Mount for England went missing. And I thought Chiro for us was shocking.
Yeah.
And there wasn't really any change until Chiro come off and we went into a false nine. And I actually thought Barella from our side, I don't really want to slander England because they're not my team as much, but I'm happy to say what I thought about the Italians. And Barella was shit. For what I expect from him, definitely a high level. He just I think he just got big starstruck, whereas Verratti and Jorginho were way more just chill.
Yeah.
Especially Jorginho. Jorginho was so fucking chilled out. Considering the pressure that was on him. And I thought, once Jorginho got the ball, and then in the second half, towards the end of the first half, we didn't really create opportunities to score, even though we had them in their own third. But as soon as the second half come out, you're England, I just was sitting there, I was all right, well, it's a matter of time till we score. And then the more interesting part is fucking England are going to hold out for 90.
What are they doing? Why?
Yeah, and they didn't attack after we scored.
Yeah, exactly. Like, why are you going for penalties? That. I was watching the game, and if I was in that stadium, I would be yelling. I'd be berating Southgate.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? And I see a
Yeah.
lot of like Southgate got them to a final, which hasn't happened for a very long time.
Yeah.
But he bottled it in the final.
Yeah, he did. He did. It's learning curves.
Yeah, exactly. From a tactical standpoint, even from the way he set up his penalties, from the order in which the penalties went were wrong. Saka, a 19-year-old kid, should not be taking the make or break penalty.
But I will say I've learned over the years in football, penalties aren't one person deciding. It's a team and it's players saying, yeah, I'll happily take one. Then the coach gives that order of who takes them and when. Obviously, he's got it wrong with Saka at 5th, but I feel like Southgate put that, like, obviously Saka's put his hand up, said, I want to take one.
Yeah.
And which is,
that's fair enough.
First of all, for a 19-year-old to even say in a final to go, yeah, I want to take one, that's like greatness. Like, that is like what you're witnessing is greatness, and that is what will turn into be, I guarantee one day Saka will bring something back to England, and it'll come from the pain he felt in that moment he missed that penalty. But I'm not slandering them, but Sancho and Rashford's penalties were arguably worse, especially Rashford's.
Rashford's one.
You've got to hit the target. Hit the target. And like, for me and you watching the Prem, we'd know Rashford takes good penalties as well.
Oh God, I don't know why he's doing all this fancy run-up shit. Like,
just hit it. Yeah.
Just hit it, man.
On that topic, keepers have figured out, don't dive when the stutter comes up.
Yeah. Just stand.
How Pete could save Jorginho's, and it's how Donnarumma got it right against Sancho as well. So
100%.
But I think England have a lot to take away from it, a lot more than we do.
I think, I think this whole racism thing just solidified that squad even more. Like the Eriksen thing with Denmark. Like, something awful happens, and then that just solidifies the squad to then go. And these guys have a year to go again, but in that 2022 World Cup, they'll be a strong outfit.
Yeah, 110%. But I just thought in the when I was watching the England game, I was like, they've come out of the gate so strong, and I thought in typical England fashion, they're gonna fuck up here, and they did. With all due respect to England. But,
that was my thinking as well. Like, they score in the second minute, and my instant thought was, all right, they're gonna hold it for 88 minutes until they win. Yeah,
arguably in the second half, their only real chance, which I've had arguments with people about whether it was a red worthy or not. I'd never think it's a red, but it was Chiellini.
Oh, the Chiellini one? I don't think it was a red. It was a booking, and it's not a red.
Never a red. It's a tactical foul. It's part of the game, and he's not last man, and it's at halfway.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
if you start red carding people for tactical fouls at halfway when they're not last man, the game goes to shit. Because it happens happens every single fucking tight game.
It's not a red card because you can't argue at halfway he's going to go run and score.
Yeah, 100%.
You're not going to know that. If it's in the box...
It's not overly aggressive either. It's just pulling the shirt.
If it's in the box or if it's edge of the box, anywhere in that final third, maybe fair enough. Yeah. But where it happened, it's bookable. It's not a red card.
Yeah, it's yellow card every day of the week. I agree. And that was really their only chance. And then as extra time went on, I was like, well, I thought Italy were going to score, to be honest. And I was on the edge of my seat with my dad. And then it comes to penalties, and you just, I don't know, that England team, you just looked at it and you're like, I think Italy's won this. I don't know what. And it's weird because teams, I think it's very rare. I can't think of the last time it happened where a team's won 2 penalty shootouts in the same tournament. So I was like, it was weird, but I was just like, these Italy boys look so much more confident. There's no...
Well, it's because Italy have been giving it to England for, 100 minutes at this point? They've had... It's their game to win, and they know it's their game to win. And then the England boys, they've been told by Southgate, all right, boys, we're gonna sit back, we're gonna play for penalties against Italy. Are you dumb?
Yeah.
You're going to play for penalties against Italy, who've been there in the tournament and done it already, and you're going to bring a couple 19-year-olds to win the tournament for you. So stupid. It's so stupid.
Yeah, it is. But you know what? It's learning curves. hadn't really had a penalty shootout before that. So it's just a learning curve of all right, well, we know against teams like Italy, they got just that comes down to age as well. It comes down to people like
they're
Bonucci.
A very young team, very very young team.
Yeah, that's why I say England's got a lot more to take away from it because Italy's got a fucking problem right now. Obviously not right now, but we will have in 2 years. Chiellini and Bonucci. We have Bastoni and Romagnoli, but Romagnoli's even clocking 30 soon, and Bastoni's good. Bastoni would be part of a winning backline, but it's going to be fucking hard because they've just been there for so long. And we're just going to
lose that experience as well.
And even Chiro's not that old, but we've got a few young players like Chiesa, Barella, and Donnarumma, of course. But after that, they're all mid to late 20s and 30s. So, we're just happy to get one under the belt. But England's squad's so fucking young.
Yeah.
No one's leaving that team unless they're injured.
Exactly.
Except for Henderson. But look, we're Slabhead fans, and I will say Slabhead had a cracker every game again.
He had to. He bloody had to.
Way better than Stones. Bonucci and Chiellini obviously stole the show, but Slabhead's penalty, first of all, what a penalty from Slabhead.
Oof. That's what you fucking do. You just hit it.
Typical defender penalty. No bullshit, none of that.
Yeah, exactly. Did you see he broke the camera?
Yeah, yeah.
Bloody hell.
David Luiz used to do it all the time. Just run up and fucking hit it.
Just hit it. That's all you need to do. Just hit it.
And he did it. Bonucci does the same, bro. Whenever he gets that opportunity, he just smacks it. So, I thought for a final, but that was awesome.
Good final. Very good final. Much better than the 2018 final.
Yeah, way better.
2018.
It's hard to say. I think it's just a bit better than the 2016 one because of the penalties and the second minute goal. Whereas the Portugal one was also crazy because it was Ronaldo bringing something back. But Eder out of all
a random
so I think it was a bit of a better final, and I think it was good to see that England team just actually go out there and have a decent crack. But it was
for 2 minutes and then they just reverted to type.
But I felt like that's on Southgate, not the players.
Yeah. Players can all they can do is head out on the pitch and then do what the manager tells them to do. And if that's what the manager tells them to do and that loses you the tournament, then
it is what it is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I will say, I feel very bad for Jordan Pickford. Because how are you going to do all of that crazy shit and your team still loses?
Crack a game.
Yeah.
Even that Italy goal, he does so well to push that onto the post. That first one, that's so far down, and he flicks it out. He almost puts it around the post, which to me is crazy if he does. That's one of the best saves I've seen.
Well, that other one where he pushes it onto the post still, and then Harry Kane kicks it off the line. That one's nuts.
Yeah.
And then saving 2 penalty. Obviously, the save from Jorginho. Everyone knows Jorginho is a fantastic penalty taker.
I'll say when Belotti walked up, me and my dad both caught it. He looks so fucking non-confident here. We can just tell he's going to fuck this up, which he did, but it's all part of the game.
I'd be pissed off. If I was boys, I saved 2 penalties and y'all can't even score. I'd be pissed off.
Yeah, but it's part of it, right? He did his job. That's what I remember. And leading into the tournament, I was an Everton fan. He wasn't favourite to be the goalkeeper. Nick Pope had it.
Everyone wanted to be Nick Pope or Aaron Ramsdale, Henderson, literally anyone else.
Or Johnston, even from West Brom. So I think Pickford really solidified the fact that cometh the hour, cometh the man. Pickford does his job. That Italy goal, you can't do much about. That needs better defending.
He does all he can.
Yeah, he does everything he can. And needs way better defending, especially on that front post flick. You can't let a team like Italy, who have such powerful centre backs on set pieces, get anywhere near a loose ball in a box.
No.
Both Chiellini had a swing in it and Bonucci.
Yeah, exactly. And you literally cannot let that happen.
Yeah, because they will score. But
exactly.
I just thought from besides all the shit that went on with England, they have so much to take away from it.
Yeah, for sure.
I fucking hated that it's coming home, and it's going to keep happening. So I've come to.
It'll come back in the World Cup. It probably even more.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And it honestly, if the World Cup wasn't in Qatar, I'd believe it. But like, who knows with it being in Qatar, like whose game
Yeah.
it will be. But like they have a lot to take from it. Like that front line, and yeah, just the way they played and the players they have that aren't going anywhere. They should be really excited. I think Southgate should keep the job,
I think
personally,
so too.
because no England managers even got them near to this level. Like it's at a
No.
point where, as an Italy fan, I know our level of thing, and it's always been with Germany, Spain, Netherlands, Portugal. And
Yeah, you
you know
never
what I
talk
mean?
about England as being in the conversation.
No, they're near it. And France I should include. I can't believe I forgot them. But like now England's actually in that proper conversation of like
Yeah.
Belgium as well. And like, all right, this is a proper challenge. Like we need to put out a strong starting 11. But look, it was honestly, and I saw a few people from England and like players like Ravel Morrison and some of the players that represent Jamaica say like this is why playing for England is actually like picking a different country to England is a lot easier than you think, because like they were just showing the fucking messages and the way people were acting in England. It's like
Yeah, man.
it puts everyone off that. It puts everyone off England. It puts everyone.
And it gives like the good England fans a bad rap.
Yeah, there's
Like-
and like in Oz, in over here, when they all before COVID hit in Sydney, like the bars were getting packed with English fans. And it was never a problem because they're all like they just love the game.
Yeah.
Whereas over there, it was just fucking hooligans, man. You like there was videos of them bashing people, and you're like, fuck.
Yeah, did you see when they tried to storm the gate at Wembley and like
Yeah.
all the litter on Wembley Way? I think at Leicester
Yeah.
Square there was like all these people chucking bottles everywhere. Like it's
That's
just
disappointing.
it's just ridiculous, man. Like
Yeah.
it's so stupid.
And it's crazy to think like the support they've got, I think, far outweighs the negativity. The like Sterling, Sancho, Saka.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But first of all, I will say this: Saka's 19, Sancho's 21, Rashford's 23.
3, yeah.
Rashford's 23 and feeds the fucking kids that government doesn't.
Yeah, exactly. Like Rashford
ridiculous.
does more than your government does, and you're slandering
he
him for
does
missing
more
a
than any of
penalty.
you criticizing him as well.
Yeah, exactly.
There's way more. Given the
Exactly.
opportunity. And then Sterling as well has done so much for his community. Sterling's always uplifted people from his areas.
Yeah,
And Sterling is the reason you got to the fucking final.
exactly.
Any English fan watching that has any criticism about Sterling or Saka, they are two of the reasons you got there. Same with Slabhead, Pickford, Walker, Shaw. All
100%.
reasons you got there. All reasons you got there. You cannot put any slander on them. I understand the criticism for Rashford and Sancho's penalty, but that's criticism on the penalty, not on who they
Not
are.
on them as a player or as a person.
I would never criticize Belotti for like how he played, even though he missed the penalty, because he actually changed the game for us. Like he
Yeah.
offered more than Chiro. And Jorginho, I can never criticize when he plays for Italy because he is the reason we're fucking successful.
Yeah.
Like he's the heart of our team. So I think it was pretty sad to see like a 19-year-old just get placed with that much like hate.
Yeah.
But I will say so many people are backing them, you know what I mean? Like,
Oh god, yeah.
which is good to see. And like say especially Rashford, as we've all seen Rashford's Instagram messages, Instagram post, I should say. And you know, some of the quotes he left us with were actually like, and I'm not sure if you saw today, but he's like the mural that he has.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah, it was just decorated in messages from kids and flowers and stuff like that. So it was pretty sick. But yeah, it will be interesting.
Well, hang on, sorry.
No, yeah, take your time.
Oof. Well, for me, like with all that, like, did you see Channel 7 posted, like, I think maybe 2 minutes after the final finish?
Yeah,
three black players lose England a Euro final. I'm just like, yo, whoever posted that is fired.
Yeah, has
Like,
to be.
They are gonna get fired because that's ridiculous, man. For an established Australian media outlet to put out a headline like 3 black men.
Yeah,
Like, bro, like, what are you doing, man? Like, you
it was
can't.
ridiculous.
It's ridiculous,
But-
man. And yeah.
Yeah,
It's just
I just thought after the game, I just felt like I was overjoyed, right? I was overjoyed. And then my brother and my dad are like, we're going to the World Cup, we're going to the World Cup.
yeah,
I just I ignored all that because as an Arsenal fan and like Jeff that we work with, and I know
yeah.
Jeff's probably watching this, Jeff messaged me throughout the day and he was like, congratulations on the win, but fuck, it comes at a cost. I said like, yeah, I couldn't agree more. Like all I could think about was like Saka when I was like so excited that we'd won it. And I was like, fucking comes at the cost of Starboy.
Well, yeah, that's the shit thing as well, because Italy win the Euros and all everyone's talking about is the racist shit.
Yeah. And
no
one wants to talk about how good Bonucci and Chiellini were at their
exactly.
age. Or how
exactly.
good Donnarumma is for a 22-year-old. He's 22. And he's 1 year older than me. How fucking good he was. But, it doesn't even, it's so hard to even conceptualize how good he is for a goalkeeper.
Yeah, exactly. And no one's talking about him because everyone's talking about the stupid idiots.
2 penalties as well. They weren't misses, they were saved.
Yeah.
There's different. Rashford missed. Saka and Sancho were saved.
Yeah. Exactly. And it's just being overshadowed by idiots.
Yeah.
Complete idiots that just can't handle the fact that they lost.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't understand how your brain goes from losing a football game to like racially abusing someone.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
How they go from heroes to thing. But I saw one video that made me honestly sad, and maybe we can save it and give credit. But I'm not sure if you saw it, but it was like a video of Southgate missing the penalty like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And we'll edit it in, but like that one. It's not showing.
Oh, yeah, we can edit it in.
Yeah, we'll give credit and we'll save it and we'll put it in. But that was so sad. That was so sad. Like, Southgate knowing the exact feeling Bukayo has.
100%.
And like how lonely Bukayo would, no matter how many people would have got around him, and plenty of players have said this when they've missed opportunities like that. Like there's a pure like loneliness to it, because you were the only one who missed. Like you missed the opportunity to keep the win type of thing.
Yeah.
Even though Sancho and Rashford missed, there was still redemption opportunities for Saka. But with Saka missed, there was no redemption opportunity, which is the hardest part to swallow. But yeah, look, honestly, that's all shit. But those players will get an immense amount of support, and rightfully so. They're
100%.
all ballers.
And they'll all be at the World Cup.
Yeah, and I'm not saying he was shit or anything, but like I find it interesting the amount of criticism they receive, but the fact Mason Mount plays most of the game and is missing, and there's not a word said. Not saying Mount should pop any hate at all. Like he's
no.
But it's interesting. I think that's where you can see the blatant racism is like the criticism for them, and no criticism for Mount. Whereas Saka, when he come on, he actually made a bit of an impact and almost got away from Chiellini. So, I thought it was interesting, but unfortunately, it's just part of the football. It shouldn't be.
Yeah,
it shouldn't be. But it is what it is. And until people are educated, then can't do anything too much about it. All we can do is just gather around them online and tell them fuck off. This is our game.
I think everyone's telling them to fuck off.
Yeah, everyone's getting around the boys, which rightfully so, because they're all so young.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, I think your thing is echoing.
What you're coming through?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Nah, it's alright. You can just put the volume down, I guess.
Yeah, I'll do that. Does that work?
Yeah, that's good.
Well,
that's the final. I think we can gracefully say that the best team won the Euros. Like, the best team throughout the Euros won the Euros.
Yeah, 110%. 110%. Easy for me to say as a man who's half Italian, but yeah, they were the Azzurri were a different breed this tournament.
They were great.
Yeah, arguably, there was teams that were also great that didn't make it as far, but like Czech Republic, I thought were unreal. I thought England were unreal as well. I thought Belgium were real unlucky to meet us in the 16 because that should have been a final.
And then they got it wrong tactically.
Yeah. And I think like teams like Germany against England, like Germany were unlucky, but that's football. But I thought, yeah, by far we were the best team, and coming out of our group the way we did, and then Austria arguably gave us a huge scare. But then just going on from that warmed us. That Austria game warmed us up for the rest, which was awesome because we came to Belgium. We beat Belgium comfortably, even though the scoreline wouldn't tell you that. We beat them comfortably, and then came against Spain. That was a proper game. That was arguably harder for us than the final. Came to the final, did what we had to do, kept our heads, and just won it.
Definitely.
We played 3 finals.
Yeah, well, that's what we've been saying for the past couple of episodes. Like, Italy keep playing finals, and then they got to the real final, and it showed that they knew what to do.
Yeah, a lot of teams would crumble after conceding 1 in 2 minutes.
Yeah, whereas Italy just went, all right, let's go.
Just chill. Yeah, it literally just took us 15 minutes to be like, fuck, all right. Like, it took us 15 minutes to defend, and then just go, all right, no. This is our game. This is my ball. We're going to control. And slowly but surely, we pushed them back, pass by pass, kept them back, and eventually it paid off towards the 60th minute. So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it was good.
It was a good game. Italy won. That's all that matters. Racism didn't win because everyone is fighting the racists. So that's all it is. Let's react to the team of the tournament.
Yes, we will edit in a photo of the team of the tournament.
Yes. Well, let's start with I'm gonna just say it. Jordan Pickford should have been there.
Yeah.
Instead of Donnarumma. Yeah.
Nah, you're joking.
I'm not joking. What do you mean?
You reckon Pickford was better than Donnarumma?
Yeah, he made the same amount of penalty saves in the finals and 5 clean sheets.
Nah, Donnarumma. Oh yeah, he did actually. Donnarumma still saved penalties against Spain, but
I guess so. But as a bias,
yeah, but the run Donnarumma had to keep the amount of goals out he did was actually nuts.
The teams he faced were better, but as a biased Everton fan, I want Jordan Pickford there.
That's fair. I think we can agree on the back line. I think we agree on 3 of them.
I don't agree with Kyle Walker being there.
Yep, and I will say my shout for right back would be Denzel Dumfries.
Really?
Yeah, I thought for Netherlands, he was literally their only hope. He was the only thing that...
You're not wrong. You're actually not wrong.
Yeah, and
but I think
Di Lorenzo for us just did his job. He wasn't anything special. For England, obviously there's Walker, but even for... Denmark didn't really play with a right back, and Joachim Meiler, who does play right back at club level, played on the left when it came to big games. And Spain's right back, I don't even know who it was.
Fuck.
I couldn't even tell you.
I could not tell you. Wait.
Maybe it was
Hang on, I'm looking it up. Spain players.
Lineups. Oh, of course, Aspie. But
he didn't do it. The fact that we didn't even know he was there.
So that's what I mean. I think Dumfries, even though they got knocked out early,
that's probably why he's not in there, because they got knocked out early.
Yeah, if they made one more round, he'd easily be in there. He was unreal for them. So I feel like he'd right back. Although, as we're huge Walker fans and we can respect the decision.
We respect Walker, but I don't agree with it. He has made mistakes in the tournament that almost led to goals that other people needed to clean up for him. So midfield, we got Højbjerg, Jorginho, and Pedri.
What about the rest of the back line?
No, I agree with all of them.
Yeah, so we will. I
definitely agree. That's
Bonucci, Maguire, and Spinazzola.
Yeah, definitely.
Arguably, you put Chiellini in for Bonucci, but either way, one of them has to be there, which we agree with. Maguire has to be there, and Spinazzola was by far the best left back of the tournament.
If he didn't get injured, he would have gone on to be the same.
I thought he would have been player of the tournament.
He would have been, would have been fantastic.
Yeah, he was unreal for us, and it showed when Emerson got the ball sometimes that we were missing him. But
there was a difference. But no, definitely that back line, that 4 there, we agree with, except for Walker. Into the midfield three, we got Højbjerg, Jorginho, and Pedri. Jorginho had to be there, definitely.
Yeah, and I agree with Højbjerg.
I agree with Pedri. I think Pedri was fantastic.
Yeah.
For Spain, he was one of the brightest spots.
Well, he played 220-minute games in a row at the age of 18, and then flew to the Olympics.
Yeah, madman.
That baffles me.
I guess he just loves playing football, which fair enough. You're 18.
Yeah. At that age, you would. If someone told you to do that at like 33, tell them fuck off.
Yeah. If I'm 18 and I got told to play for the Euros and then head on a plane and then play in the Olympics, like I'd be like, fuck it.
Yeah, of course.
Of course I'll do it.
Yeah.
But exactly. If you're like 30, you're like, man,
I'm going home.
Yeah, I'm going home. Who would you have in midfield? Who would you have in midfield instead of them three?
Oh, that's what I mean. I don't think there's an argument for... Because Barella, Verratti, and Locatelli were not better than Højbjerg and Pedri.
Neither were Declan Rice and Calvin Phillips.
Arguably, Calvin Phillips would be an argument for it, but he was not better than Højbjerg.
I don't think he was better than Højbjerg, exactly.
And they didn't come close to Jorginho. Jorginho showed in the final.
No.
I said it before the final. Midfield will be the difference, and it was.
Yeah.
England are really missing like a centre midfielder. Rice and Calvin.
They don't have one. Yeah.
Yeah, they are proper centre mid, and I don't know where it's going to come from, but they'll find it eventually.
So we definitely agree with that midfield. I think that midfield is solid. And then the front three, Chiesa, Lukaku, Sterling.
I think that's I think it's very fair, actually.
I think Sterling is definitely there. Chiesa is definitely there as well. Lukaku, I don't know. But then as well, who do you put instead of Lukaku?
Well, Kane and Chiro didn't play that well.
Nah.
Morata didn't play that well. Nope. And Dolberg had a good tournament, but not better than Lukaku.
Yeah, exactly.
So I feel like, Lukaku's a great shout. I feel like
weird.
Federico Chiesa speaks for itself, and Sterling got England into that final. So
exactly. And it's weird that you can look at that striker spot and think, who do you put there? Do you put Ronaldo there?
Yeah.
He's
Ronnie scored. Well, Ronnie scored. Well, Schick is actually a great shout. But Ronnie scored 5 goals at the tournament, but 2 were from open play.
Yeah.
Whereas Schick scored 4 from open play.
Yeah.
But Ronaldo got the golden boot because he got an assist and Schick didn't. But it's ridiculous that it doesn't go on open play goals. Yeah.
Oh.
It's ridiculous it doesn't go on open play and not assist. But anyway.
No, yeah. I think we, as a whole, agree with the team of the tournament because I think it comes down to who's better, and there isn't anyone better.
Yeah, I feel like Schick for Lukaku's an arguable shout, and Dumfries for Walker are arguable shout. But besides that,
there's like all across that 11, like.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta say it, Pickford for Donnarumma. Sorry, gotta put it into the world.
Get it in there.
Gotta get it in there, put it in the world. But as a whole, I think that team of the tournament's fair enough.
Yeah.
Let's look forward to let's do a player of the tournament.
Yeah.
Go on. Who's your player of the tournament?
Jorginho.
Yeah, mine's Pickford.
Yeah. Oh, huge shout. That's shocking.
Mine's Pickers.
Yeah, that's fair.
Only because... Yeah?
But, I think player of the tournament.
I want to give someone that's not Pickford. It's too obvious for me.
What do we go on? Do we go on expectations or what they did in moments they were needed? Because if we go on expectations, Schick was by far the most exceeding of expectations.
Okay, we could do an exceeding expectations player.
Yeah, well, Joachim Myler and Schick for me.
Yeah, they're good shouts.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Alexander Isak as one.
Yeah, great shout.
No, I don't think anyone expected him to do anything. I don't think many people knew who he was.
Yeah,
before the
tournament. If you play FIFA, you knew.
Oh god, yeah. And I think Alexander Isak and Slabhead. I think Slabhead definitely put that 80 million.
Slabhead.
Yeah, oh god, yeah, we are. That 80 million price tag, I think people are starting to look at that now and think, okay, maybe Slabhead can play football.
Doesn't change at the time United was still dumb as fuck for it. They could have got him a lot cheaper. No. But he is proving to be worth it.
But he is good money. He is good money at the moment.
And if he brings United a title, he's paid the whole thing back.
Definitely. So those are our players of the tournament.
Our 4 players in review: Schick and Joachim Mahler and Alexander Isak and Harry Maguire.
Yes.
Great bunch of players.
Good bunch. All right, let's look forward to 2022 World Cup. Let's what do we think? Who are give me 3 teams who you think are going to do very well in Qatar.
This is hard, but I'm going to go on the fact of that it's in Qatar.
That's what I was thinking as well, because it's going to be hot as shit.
Yeah, so I'm going to go. I'm hoping the Aussies can do well, because some of us, I know some play in Europe, but the boys who play in the A-League know that in summer, especially
it's
the
hot.
Western Sydney boys, or
the
Sydney players, it gets 40 degrees. It is hot. Like, we are some of the hottest places on earth in December and January. So, but I think Argentina are going to do well. I think Peru, if they make it, will do very well. They've got a great team and a great system over the past 4 or 5 years. And they're not that big of a shout considering where it is. But if Saudi Arabia make it, they'll do well.
Fair enough.
Saudi Arabia really will have something to offer considering the heat and just all those non-football
reasons.
Yeah, non-football reasons that.
Yeah.
Variance.
I was gonna say, I don't see European teams doing that much in this World Cup.
Obviously the stadium's going to be air conditioned and stuff, but it's not about that. It's about when you're out and it's 40 degrees.
Exactly.
That's when
I reckon Brazil's gonna have a really good shout for this tournament. Brazil, I feel like Brazil will do very well considering the conditions that they're gonna play in. I reckon. I don't want to just keep saying South American teams because I just feel like
but that's part of it. It's the Qatar World Cup. It's part of it. It is what it is.
I reckon Colombia will do very well as well. Obviously, 3rd place in the Copa America, so I think Colombia will do well.
Also, feel like an African team that has a few players playing from the African country itself could do well.
Teams like Ivory Coast. I think Ivory Coast will do well. African teams are a shout as well.
The reason I mentioned Egypt and Algeria is because Egypt's domestic league isn't actually horrible. It's not compared to some of the other African leagues, it's not horrible at all. So I feel like they obviously have a lot of players in France and England, but they have a few players as well that play in those domestic leagues. So
I think just condition wise, I think it's just gonna be so tough. I think that with the Eriksen situation, how are you gonna have a World Cup in Qatar when shit like this happens? It's just ridiculous.
It's all
money under the table shit.
Yeah. If we get shot, it's because we spoke out against the 2022 World Cup.
If Australia never gets into the tournament, if they fail to qualify because of some bizarre refereeing situation,
OzSide curse.
It's because of us. It's because oh god. I reckon the Aussies will do well.
We lost to New Zealand yesterday.
Fucking bastards.
Yeah, but we played a second string squad and whatnot. But it's no excuse. The Kiwis played the exact same way. So
yeah, exactly.
But I feel like the 2022 World Cup, it's hard to preview at this point in time when we don't know who's qualified as well. That's hard because qualifications, who would have thought a few years ago that Netherlands and Italy wouldn't be in a World Cup? At the same time.
Who thought North Macedonia would be in the Euros? No one.
Well, when fucking Greece won it, North Macedonia wouldn't even were in Gibraltar's league. They were they were San Marino. And now here they are being their own state and making the Euros, which is
exactly nuts. Absolutely nuts. Absolutely.
Same with Kosovo. If we see them make it, they'll be crazy. So with the 2022 World Cup, I think teams like Russia, who have a lot of domestic players that live in a country like Russia, that's fucking
and it's
crazy.
Cold as fuck. How are you going to play football?
And England, they'll struggle.
Ukraine as well.
Yeah, and I think you'll see some interesting team selections from teams like Mexico, where instead of taking maybe someone who plays in Europe, they'll go to Mexico. And Mexico's got a great league. Bear in mind, great league. So they'll come and take a lot of players that play in Mexico and be like, all right, if you play in the Heat, we're just going to take you because at least you don't have to fucking deal with it. Instead of like, you know, Chucky Lozano, who lives in Naples and it's pretty cold. So, but nonetheless, hopefully the stadiums are air conditioned and whatnot, and it shouldn't come down to the heat. It should come down to the best player there.
Yeah, exactly.
I think Rashford didn't come down to the weather, so yeah.
Hopefully. I don't know. Do you have anything else to talk about?
I don't. I'd just like to say Forza the Azzurri.
Yep. Bring it out. Whip it out.
Arguably our best striker in the past 10 years on it, Balotelli.
Ballo.
I'm joking when I say that. He caused us so much problems. There's a reason why we didn't make the World Cup at some point. But he couldn't score. He couldn't score a third fucking goal. But he's a great man. So we move on.
Great Euros.
We've won it.
One of the best tournaments we've seen in quite a while.
Yep.
Fantastic tournament. Filled with stories, filled with heartbreak and joy and just racism.
Football.
Just football.
Everything in football. Yeah, 100%. It is what it is. It's just football.
Moving forward, we're going to do a lot more club-based things. So, we're going to be doing like predictions on the leagues. We'll be doing like individual club-based videos. So now that the Euros are over,
the next month of videos. Club-based.
So now that the Euros are over, we can sort of end the Copa America. Congratulations, Messi. We can now focus on teams.
Yeah.
And transfers, bloody transfers.
Yeah, we're doing transfers every week because
everyone loves transfers.
Yeah.
Everyone loves it.
Agree more.
Loves a jersey swap.
Yeah, everyone loves a good old-fashioned jersey swap.
Bloody
you go
hell.
here for $7 and you get this jersey. All right, I'll go.
All right. Let me just cut this head out and put it on another head. All right.
Yeah, beauty. And I reckon this transfer weekly coming up will be awesome because we've seen some crazy transfers.
There's some crazy deals.
This morning with crazy ones. So.
Yeah.
But without further ado, thank you for watching. If you haven't already, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter.
Wait, holy shit. Wait, did anyone win the hoodie?
Yes. Tyson, who we work with, won it. He
gets
one
hell.
Italy 5-3 on penalties.
No way.
Yeah. So he did quite well. He almost got it. It was 4-2, I think, or 3-2. Yeah.
3-2. God fucking damn it. I was hoping no one was going to win it.
No, Tyson won it. And we'll be doing more. We'll do more. We'll do more.
I'll give away a spot mug. Fuck y'all.
Yeah. So we'll be doing heaps more. And but tune in for Transfer Weekly. Please follow us on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook for Hellos giveaways. And I'll let you in on a sneak peek. Come the start of the seasons, we will give away retro football jerseys for people guessing
what the fuck?
predictions. I'll be giving it away out of my own pockets.
I'll help give it away.
Yeah, we will be doing like whoever can guess the winners from each game in the whole round in a certain league. Whoever gets the closest will get a retro kit from a club in that league. So
I reckon there's like an app you can do where people can like join like a league and we can.
Discord could be all right.
Fair. Holy shit, an OzSide Discord. God damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
Until then, thank you for watching.
Well,
stay on side and stay up to date with OzSide.
Stay on side, stay not racist.
Me and Lil J, we Scotty and Jay. Passing no rock, we're here in the fade. Pull up in a whip with 21 veins. Here come the bastards, 21 days. Gun you, boy, I know he's a waste. Baby, I know that you want a little taste. I know you want all the bass in your face. Brand new bag and brand new nails. Me and Lil J, we Scotty and Jay. Passing no rock, we're here in the fade. Pull up in a whip with 21 veins. Here come the bastards, 21 days.